The question that you encounter most frequently in the comments section is, how much XRP do I need? This is a hilarious question because it is like, okay, well, how much XRP do you need for what? Therefore, I always make an effort to be reasonable, but I also consider the possibility of using a variety of price structures for XRP. Consequently, I'm going to take a seat here and say that, I do believe that the value of XRP can reach astronomical levels. I am of the opinion that, on the other hand, when we were talking about $10,000 worth of XRP or $50,000 worth of XRP, I feel that it is possible for that to occur. What I am having trouble with is the amount of time that will be required to arrive at that. This is the obstacle that I'm facing. And as things are right now, no one in the history of cryptography has ever forecast the exact times at which it will be used, due to the fact that I'm completely clueless about the future. I'm not going to sit here and claim that these things are going to happen or that they're not going to happen. One of the most important things that I want to discuss is, in a sense, the introduction to the real figures that will be discussed. In the event that you do not have any interest in the preamble and the context, which I believe to be of great significance, you may just proceed down into the chapters that are listed below and skip to the section that most interests you. I strongly suggest that you do not. Considering that all of those individuals have already left, let's have a reasonable conversation. Do you agree? Due to the fact that they have all skipped to the end in order for us to chat and say whatever we want right now. One thing that I discovered about people who ask that question is that they do not really know on a fundamental level what it is that they require or what it is that they desire. And what I mean by that is that, we all want to live a good and wealthy lifestyle. Oh, right. So it's true that we have that level of desire. That is something that we all desire. We'd like to celebrate a predetermined number of holidays each year. We are interested in a particular automobile. We are looking for a particular quality of life. We will leave it at that for now. Consider this in conjunction with the notion that a lot of people are only concerned with the high price targets for XRP alone. And what you end up with is a large number of people basing their expectations on high price estimates that other people have made, which do not correspond to their own desired lifestyle. This is because these individuals have not gone through the process of determining the cost of their desired lifestyle. There is a possibility that someone will say, I would love to make $10,000 a month, which is something that will be discussed later on in the film. On the other hand, if we assume that they are able to achieve their ideal lifestyle, it would cost them $8,000. If you only require $8,000 per month, then why are we attempting to get a monthly income of $10,000? It is possible that you may require an additional $500,000 in order to get that monthly income of $10,000. It's almost as if you could leave in order to achieve the lifestyle you want, and you should just do that. That is something that makes perfect sense, isn't it? What is the amount of XRP that I require, if you ask me that question? That being said, there are a few things that I do not comprehend. I am unable to provide you with the expense of your desired lifestyle. It is not clear to me what you consider to be a sum of money. I have no idea how many you have or how much capital you have in your portfolio at the moment. The fact that you want to kind of retire with XRP is so ridiculous that I don't even know how to take it. You should know that even if you have 1,000 XRP, you won't be able to reach the point where you can retire on XRP until you reach those enormous figures. Do you know how much longer we have to wait? That is something that you anticipate taking place within the next 3 years, right? Or do you have a level head and a stable head on your shoulders and say, yeah, actually, I probably might have to wait for, 10, 15 years for those kinds of prices to come in. Presumably, no one has forecast the time. This is a reminder that the occurrence of that could take place tomorrow when I will enter the kind of price target ranges is something I have no concept about. I think it is extremely important to understand that if you haven't gone through the process of generating a comprehensive, point by point pricing of what it would cost for you to live the lifestyle that you want, then you should think about developing one. What I mean is that if you really want to go in a private aircraft, do you have any idea how much it would cost to make sure that you get one? Do you have any idea how much it costs to hire someone to fly a plane? Are you aware of the amount of money that is required to store the airplane on a hangar? I was wondering if you had any idea how much money you could make from renting out the property. You are required to be aware of all of these particulars. It is imperative that you are aware of all of the peculiar expenses that are associated with owning a Lamborghini. As an illustration, if you own a Lamborghini and you do not keep it in a garage at the appropriate temperature, the vehicle could be damaged. There is a possibility that the paint will break or something similar over time. It is necessary for you to fix. Like, I want people to be that specific about it, because if they can say, for instance, that my ideal way of life will cost me $10,000 per month, then that gives the calculation a lot more legs to be able to take place. What I've done is exactly that. The following is a list of reasonable short-term price objectives that I've examined, as well as other price targets that are on the upper end of the range that you can look for. And I've also assumed a very precise monthly amount that someone could want to make in order to make that happen at a very respectable yield that can be generated from a portfolio value that is pretty high. And this is something that I've assumed. We are going to base those numbers and the requisite quantity of XRP on $10,000 every month, because as far as we can tell, that is a fairly typical amount that individuals aim for financially. I also believe that the majority of individuals could enjoy a pretty wonderful existence for the rest of their lives if they had $10,000 per month. We are based all of that on the concept that, although this might not be applicable to your situation, some adjustments would need to be made in accordance with that. However, if you remove all of your cryptocurrency holdings from your portfolio whenever it reaches a particular value that we are going to discuss in a moment, you will be able to, when you invest all of that money in the stock market, you generate a yield of 7%, which is a really conservative amount. This yield is basically the standard, which is anywhere between 7 and 10% if you don't even think about it. You tell the stock market to invest it. The result will be just that. Based on that extremely conservative aim at these various price points, how much XRP do you need to acquire in order to achieve the portfolio value that would give a dividend of 7, which would amount to $10,000 per month? Let's get down to the nitty gritty of the details and figure out what it means for you. So taking everything into consideration, taking into account all of these different pricing points that I'm about to describe, I am going to tell you precisely how much XRP you need to be able to manufacture with a yield of 7 in order to guarantee that you will always be able to generate $10. 0 every month. The various price points are as follows: $1.08 XRP, which is considered to be the conservative target; $1.13 XRP, which is considered to be the top end of that conservative target; $1.50, $1, $1, and $1,000 XRP. And finally, there is a price point of $1,000 XRP. So what is it that is consistent throughout all of this? To generate $10,000 a month just from a yield of 7, you would require a portfolio worth of $1,714,285 in order to satisfy this requirement. Take a look at your current portfolio right now. You can see how many X's you need right now in order to reach that amount. However, now we are going to be able to tie in an amount of XRP that you would take all of that money out, put every penny of it in the stock market in exchange traded funds, and get a yield of 7% for the rest of your life, assuming that this is the case. To purchase $1.08 worth of XRP, you would require $131,868. At a price of $1.50 per XRP, you would require $34,285 XRP. At a price of $1 per XRP, you would require $17,142 XRP. At the price of $500 XRP, you would require $3,428 XRP. To get $1,714 XRP,